matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the California Golden Bears. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Mustangs will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Bears offense will have the opening possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation and make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting we got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
The throw to the outside is complete. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Dances away to buy time. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to get the edge on the left. This time, stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Brown wants to pass. Release to the back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. And he uses the old bank shot to knock it off the left upright and get it through somehow. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the SMU Mustangs offense will take the field for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
They'll try the run. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. They'll run the screen. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, then this offense is virtually unstoppable because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy throwing vertically down the field. SMU has everything they need. Rhett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Holds and fires complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. He slides that just inside the right upright. And we're even here in the first.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. They're working that left side. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Yeah, When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Complete downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Gives it on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Brown wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. That 1st quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the 2nd. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Nestled just inside that right upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
And they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Creates a little space. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Mustangs are on the move. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Knight. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Gonna take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Might as well stick with him. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Mustangs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Off the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, running back gets to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the Mustangs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Jennings. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The Mustangs send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. On the move to his left. At the 10, he's got room. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. The pitch. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. At the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morris. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Brown will throw it. Fires to the right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Takes the easy one to the back. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Fires to the end zone. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Now on the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal!
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. On the run, it's Harden. He breaks a tackle. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Paul.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
The Golden Bears will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll return it. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And the Mustangs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to ride this running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, SMU! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
It's nice having zone eyes on the quarterback. I tell you what, you got to lead, be smart, don't give up big plays, drop back in your zones, but watch, when the ball's thrown, you can see the guys break on the football immediately and go make a play.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Brown wants to pass. Makes the catch. Spinderella. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Buys a little time. Turning it on. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll run the RPO and pour it right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The Mustangs want to move quickly.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum. And what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Offense lining up quickly. Leaves it with the back. He's loose. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Jennings. It's caught. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Brinson. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Fair Fair catch, called for and made. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Brown will throw it. Gets it out fast. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Golden Bears have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Golden Bears are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Cal!
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now the play fake. Right down the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. Third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball
flying out to the left at the 30. Oh, he's got some, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, SMU. He has been surgical. precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking a pull.
Oh, out of space. He's now up to 95 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And the Golden Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Morris. Pulled down for the tackle.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Hyde is back in the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got the back over the middle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the ride. Now the pitch. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. The Golden Bears will move the sticks with the first down.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
On the direct snap, it's Johnson. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On the move. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Snags it quickly on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
That defender just laid the wood. As soon as that guy caught the ball, there he was. Bam! Clean hit for a minimal gain.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups, and let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. 4th quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Fine play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Cal!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
And the Mustangs are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Quarterback making checks. Direct snap. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. It just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And the Golden Bears will have it 1st and 10. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. To throw, it's Jennings. The sure hands, it's Maryland. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as his offense tries to grind out some yardage. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Corner's going to give them room. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He'll pull it down and run. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. They took it right down to the wire. Final game of the season, but they are now bowl eligible, and they can cash in on those extra practices and bonding time.
It's really a great moment. Like, you work so hard, and listen, this team, the season didn't go exactly how they wanted it to go, but to end on a high note is really good. And yes, Palmer, talking about those moments, the free vacation, the hotel, the new spot, the new things you get to do, the practice is fine, but extra time with your boys.
No doubt about it. Memories that will last a lifetime. Tom. The bowl experience is something today in the college football playoff that gets overlooked a lot, but it still means so much to these players. They worked so hard this offseason. You're right. It was a roller coaster of a season on the field, but they got the win here at the very end of the season to earn that trip.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.